Nalini, the young woman who held up a Free Kashmir placard during a protest to condemn an attack on JNU students at Mysuru University, is now getting support from lawyers in Bengaluru. Now, Nalini is facing serious charges of sedition, in fact. She's also released a press release and a video statement to the media apologizing to the police and the public for the confusion created by her poster. But the Mysuru Bar Association even passed a resolution saying none of them would represent Nalini. Let's listen to Nalini first, and then we will talk to one of the lawyers from Bengaluru who have now come out in her support.
I am speaking before you to make clarifications regarding a poster that I held during a protest at the University of Mysore. By Free Kashmir, my only intentions were to bring notice to the internet shutdown that has been posed on Jammu Kashmir for the past 5 months. I am not affiliated to any organization whatsoever. I am a simple person who's interested in the functioning of my country, and I never intended to cause any kind of hatred. I am ready to cooperate with the police investigations and will appear before them whenever I am needed to. I want to sincerely apologize to the Department of Police and the public for the confusions caused by the poster I held.
All right, joining us on Newsbreak tonight, Maitreyi Krishnan, a lawyer based in Bengaluru. She's one of the lawyers who said they're now willing to represent Nalini if necessary. Maitreyi, tell us why you came forward with this announcement and how you feel about the Mysuru Bar Association and its resolution that none of them will represent her.
So the resolution that has been issued by the Bar Association is absolutely unconstitutional. It is in fact against our professional ethics and the rules that lawyers are required to follow, the Bar Council of India rules. In fact, the Supreme Court has said that such resolutions passed where the association says that certain persons can't be represented and no one should represent them is null and void. And not only is it null and void, in fact it goes so far as to say that it's a disgrace to the legal community to issue such resolutions. When several lawyers have in fact now come out with a statement saying, condemning this resolution that has been now passed by the association. And of course we are willing to support and represent Nalini in this matter. Right.
Maitreyi, you know, the fact that Nalini herself has felt the need to come out and give this video statement that we've just played on the channel, where she says her intention was to only bring attention to the internet shutdown, that she's not affiliated to any organization, that she didn't want to cause any kind of hatred. I mean, it's a fairly comprehensive statement of her intent. The fact that she's facing sedition charges, your thoughts on that?
See, the charges that have been now put on her, that is of sedition, are very serious charges. In fact, what the courts have held that sedition cannot be put against anybody who criticizes or has a disagreement or disagrees with the government in any manner. In order for an act to be seditious, it has to have both the intention and the tendency to incite violence against the government, which certainly holding a placard in a protest does not have. And the very fact that such a draconian section has been used is not only shows the repressive nature, but it's showing to what absurd lengths the government is ready to go to stifle any form of dissent. And this is a very serious issue. Freedom of speech and expression is the bulwark of our democracy, and that is something that the courts have repeatedly held. And it is said that the governments must in fact be encouraging people to express themselves, even if it means that they're disagreeing with the government. The very fact that the government is taking these kind of steps to stifle any form of speech and expression is something that's very serious and that should concern each and every person in this country.
Maitreyi Krishnan, thanks very much indeed.
And to also say that when you have...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. All right. Yeah, do go ahead. Do complete what you were saying.
Yeah. So, so the fact, one hand you have such a draconian section that is being put, draconian charges that have been put, and on the other hand, to have an association take such a stand to say that we will not represent her is something that is very serious, and it has in fact a very chilling effect on society at large, and the ability to come out and speak out. And that's the reason that several people have come out, several lawyers, not only from Bangalore, from across the country have in fact come out to say, to condemn the actions of the Mysuru Bar Association, and to also offer legal support to her, and to say that she has the right to be represented, and people are ready to represent her.
All right, Maitri Krishnan, thanks very much indeed for joining us. No doubt that will be very reassuring for Nalini to hear.